Hello and welcome to Scott's Kitchen. You know, we've never really tried to be fancy on the show. We've always kind of been everyday, kind of a regular, cooking show, fun, just everyday stuff. But today we're going to step it up a notch. We're going to go fancy. We're going to make quiche. But of course, it has to be Spam quiche from the Hawaiians Cook with Spam cookbook. Let's get started. So looking at the recipe, looks like this is actually You done there, buddy? Okay. Quiet on the set. Willie's having a little sneezing fit. Looking at the recipe, this is actually a Spam potato quiche. I'll put it up here. So we need to have some kind of potatoes and a bunch of other stuff. So let me get out all the ingredients and see if we've got everything we need. So I've got pie crust, 9-inch, unbaked. And look, this is from Signature. So this is actually a Vaughn's product. Sorry, Stater Brothers, but sometimes gotta go to Vaughn's. And then we have a can of Spam. Luckily, somebody, I'm not sure who, had a partial can of Spam that they used, and then put it back in there. 4 eggs, half cup milk, got that. Frozen shredded hash brown potatoes. I don't really have those, but I have diced O'Brien potatoes, which are kind of cool. They have some little onions and onions. There's peppers and onions in there. That should be good. And then diced green chilies. Shredded 4-cheese blend. I think 2 cups. This is 1 cup. I think I'm going to put 1 cup of the Carolina Reaper and another cup of the standard cheese there. So let's get started. So let's go ahead and dice the Spam. We've done this many times before. Why did I pick such a small plate? The smallest plate I could find. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Okay, so let's put that aside. The recipe called for a glass baking dish rather than the metal one, so I switched it out to this. Let's just put some ham on there. Maybe spread it around a bit just so we don't get any stiction. Don't want any stiction. All right, and we're going to put this pie crust aside for about 15 minutes because it did come out of the refrigerator, so we're going to let that get room temperature while we do some other things. So while that crust is coming to room temperature, what we're going to do is brown the Spam, and then we're also going to use this pan kind of as a mixing way station. So we'll just brown up that Spam, and then we'll start with some other ingredients. I like to put a little bit of pepper on it now, kind of bakes it in. That really doesn't need to heat very much. I think they just kind of want you to warm it a little bit. I don't think they want you to really brown it because it does go in the oven and bakes. So let's just get going with these eggs. I'm just going to beat the 4 eggs. It doesn't say to add any milk to it, so we're not going to. Just beat them up and make sure they're nice and mixed. Hey, that was cool. Okay, I think that really should be it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the fire and just get them a little bit browned, and that's it. I'm gonna wait for that to cool, the pan, before I add any of the other ingredients. I don't want them cooking. Let's add a little bit of pepper. And beat these eggs. You want to make sure that these eggs are really beaten well. You don't want any white or yellow parts of it. You kind of want it all homogeneous, the medium yellow. All right, so we're adding the can of chilies. Try to get all that out of there. I think the recipe calls for a 4-ounce can, like the small ones, but I like things a little bit more spicy, so I think this is a 7-ounce can. It'll be fine. Sorry about that, my microphone decided to turn off, but we added the milk, the potatoes, the eggs, and this is where I was worried that we needed to mix milk in with the eggs, and we do. It's just at this step. So now we kind of have our filling here with our Spam chilies, and I'm not sure where the cheese comes in on this whole thing. Let's find out. Okay, so we have 8 ounces of Carolina Reaper. This is 1 cup. I'm going to add it to this mixture and mix it in. And the other cup, I'm going to add just the Mexican blend. That goes on the crust after it comes out of the oven, but I'll show you that. So this whole thing goes in. And it's going to be a lot of... That's a lot. This thing's going to be pretty spicy. Why do I always make everything so spicy? I don't know. It's like zest for life. Like going through caves and hiking on the edge of mountains, I guess. I don't know. All right, I think this pie crust has had time to warm. I don't feel it that cold at all. And so let's remove it from the package. Excuse me. And the way I do it is I just kind of roll it out like this in the air. And yeah. Pushing it all together. Okay. That looks pretty good. It looks a lot better than when I took it out of the package. Let's throw it in the oven. All right, we'll bake it for 7 to 9 minutes. Okay, gosh. Start. Okay, so it said 7 to 9 minutes. That was 8 minutes, so I'm gonna take it out right about now. And we'll put this here and add 1 cup of the cheese to the bottom. I don't know if I can work the crust up the side a little bit. Okay, then we'll add our mixture. So to prevent overflowing, I'm going to take a cup of this stuff out. That looks really nice. So let's go ahead and put that in. It should be beeping in a minute. Okay, let's take it out. A couple of things. In the recipe, it had to add those pieces of foil if it was getting a little bit too browned around the crust. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. The other thing was to tell you that I cooked up the extra bit of that filling. I just cooked it in the pan and had a little bit of it, and it was pretty good. It was very tasty. So I left this in the oven for a little while to kind of cook a bit, longer, and it's had a chance to sort of set up and cool. So let's see, let's try to cut it and see how we do. Then let's try to center that on this a little bit, and it's not too hot to the touch. Hopefully this is firmed up. And I just have, I'm not sure what kind of a serving thing this is. Whether this is the right tool for the job or not, but this is the one I'm using. And we'll pull this out. Come on, cooperate. Wow, look at that. That looks really good. Dang. That's way better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a disaster. And I know I said that before, but this one really, I was like, I've never made quiche before, ever in my life. It was the first time. And I wasn't sure whether it would work. So take a look at that. The quiche looks really good. It's just nice and steamy. Looks like it's cooked all the way through. And that looks fantastic. Let's have a taste. Quite hot. Mmm. Boy, it's got a kick from that Carolina Reaper cheese. So it's kind of gooey from the cheese, but the egg is definitely cooked. Mmm. Great flavor. That's really good. And it wasn't too hard. So anyway, I think that just about does it for Scott's Kitchen, our Spam quiche recipe. And I want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Let's have some of this.